Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back to our Lego room. In today's video, we're taking a look at Lego Star Wars set 75407. It's the Star Wars logo. This set contains 700 pieces, and I'm sure there's a lot of polarized feelings about this set in general, but from the moment it was announced, I knew that this was going to be a set that I wanted to pick up. I really enjoy and am fascinated by fonts and words in Lego. I think it's really cool how, signs in Lego cities, bigger scale letter arrangements like this one. Really cool to see how people use the different properties and pieces that are found within the Lego system to create these letters in different fonts and formats, situations, whether they're larger scale like this, small scale on a city building, even bigger ones like the love artwork. Really fascinating, I think, to see how you can utilize Lego to create letters and words like this. So I knew this was going to be a lot of fun and a definite must buy for me, and I'm really happy with how it turned out here. Let's bring the build into the main view here. I think it turned out super well. I love the contrast of the yellow with the black. I think it's really cool how for this particular set, they've chosen to, really build all the black in there. There's no white space within the, white or sort of blank transparent space in between the letters. It's all filled in with black bricks and it really works. This is the Star Wars logo has some very defined features to it. I think they've done an excellent job with recreating the shapes around the S here and the W. Really like how fat the letters look too, very fat and thick, which I think works well for this particular logo and sort of arrangement of letters. And, from a distance, this looks cool. And I really like too, as you get up close to it and you can see all the different component pieces that are going into creating each of those letters. Now, in terms of, being kind of a 360 build, this is another thing that I found cool and interesting. There is no real backside to this set. I mean, there is because the letters end up being backwards, but you can look at this set from either side and, it looks the way you would expect it to. Really like the fact that those letters work on both sides and that, again, I think the black really works well in between the letters there. But this is something I appreciate. You can see it's not a huge build. I think it says it's about 30 centimeters long. You can see just how thick it is there. It's like 6 studs across. 4 studs across, not even 6, 4 studs across. So it's not super thick. It's a decent size in terms of length. Readability is really good on it. Like I said, you can be close or far away from the set and you know what you're looking at. So for me personally, I'm going to have this up on our bookcases that we've got along the one wall in the Lego room. I've got some reworking of that display area in mind, and this is going to be one of the key sort of new bits that's going to go in. I'm going to have a Lego Star Wars section. I think we'll probably do one whole bookcase at a minimum that is dedicated to Lego Star Wars sets. So I want to have this up on the top, either on top of the bookcase completely or in that top shelf area. And I think it'll be a good kind of, a cool way to not only appreciate the Star Wars logo, but a nice sort of indicator of everything that's being displayed in that area as well. So I think this is cool. I appreciate the introduction of a number of these letter-based sets. We've got, this Star Wars logo. Like I said, there's the Love art piece. There's the Marvel block set that came out. I think these are all really cool from my perspective. They're all going to get really nice display areas in and around the Lego room here. And I'm interested to see more of these sets in the future. I think there's probably at least a few more interesting logos that they could adapt into Lego form. And, I would happily build them and display them. Like I said, big fan of fonts and text in Lego form in general. So definitely something I'm hoping to explore more in the coming months and years as we continue to build a wide variety of stuff around the Lego hobby and for displaying here. But this was really cool. It's 700 pieces, not super long to build, but was definitely a fun exercise. And like I said, lots to learn as you go through and see how those different parts are coming together to create the letter shapes. Love the sort of extended cheese slope pieces here. Gives you the nice shape on the interior of the A there. Nice, works really well at the top of the W. Like I said, interesting, I think. Love the curvature on the S here in Star Wars and on the last S there as well. So cool to see how they created those curves there. So all in all, a winner in my books and something that I'm super glad we were able to build. And I'm looking forward to now having it showcased on on the top part of a shelf here in the Lego room as we rearrange some of our display areas, and I think it's going to work really well there. So that concludes our look at Lego Star Wars set 75407. Definitely, I think if you're into fonts and Star Wars in general, text out of Lego, a definite cool set to pick up. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.